friends, for our apple stamping art project today, you are going to need the manila piece of paper, the large piece of paper that came in your learning packet, the orange long skinny piece of paper that came in your learning packet, an apple that has been cut in half, different types of tempera paint. I chose red, yellow, and green since those are the colors of apples. I recommend having a different paintbrush for each color, but if you only have one paintbrush, you can just wash it in between each color. A plate to put all of your paint and apples on so you don't make a mess. A pair of scissors, and either a bottle of glue, or if your grown-ups have one, a stapler. So to start, all you're gonna need is your apple, your paint, and your manila piece of paper. After you have listened to 10 apples up on top, we are going to create an apple stacked headband for you to wear. So you're going to start with one of your apple slices, and I'm going to do yellow as my first color. And you're going to lightly brush the paint onto your apple. And you can always add more paint if you need it. And then I am going to stamp it onto my paper. And then you can choose, I'm gonna do a different color. If you want, you can even make a pattern. So I'm gonna try and make a pattern. I think I'm gonna do red next. And again, you're gonna brush it onto your apple, make sure it's got a lot of paint on there so that it shows up on your paper, and then stamp. And it's okay if you can't see the whole apple shape, because sometimes that happens. All right, now I'm gonna add another yellow one. And you're gonna work your way all the way up to the top of your piece of paper. And you can turn your apple different ways to make it look like maybe they're falling, or they're trying to stay balanced. If you were trying to balance a stack of apples on your head. I'm gonna do another red one. And you can always press down and try and stamp it again. I think I'm gonna redo this one down here a little bit, see if I can make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And now I think for the very last one at the top, I think I'm gonna do a green one. But I'm gonna redo this yellow one all the way at the bottom. And it's okay if you get a little bit of paint on your hands, because you can always wash them when you're all done. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna still use my yellow apple to do the green paint. And again, you're just gonna brush it on. And then flip it over and stamp. Perfect. So now you need to let your apple prints dry. So while they are drying, you can check out one of our other activity slides for the day. You can go outside and play. Maybe it's lunchtime, but we'll check back on this in a little bit when it's all dry. So friends, when your apples are dry, mine are still a little bit wet, but I'll just be really careful when I'm cutting. You are gonna cut around your apples, nice and slow. And remember, thumb goes in the little hole, your fingers go in the big one, and your thumb always wants to stay on the top. I'm gonna turn it this way. I'm gonna cut around. just like that. So for this next part, you can use your glue, but I'm gonna use a stapler because with the glue, you have to wait even longer for it to dry. So you're gonna take your orange headband piece and you're going to place it your apple stack about halfway, and this is where a grown-up comes in to help you. I'm gonna staple it together. I'm gonna turn it this way, add a staple up here, and I'm gonna add one more on this side. And then if yours is completely dry, you can have a grown-up measure this so that it goes around your head. It'll look like this, and then you can staple it again or even tape it or glue it so you can wear it as a hat. And you will have a stack of apples on your head just like our 10 apples up on top book. I hope you enjoy our craft. I would love to see some pictures of your apple stacks, and let me know if you do any real life apple stacking, because that's always a fun activity to do. All right, friends, have a great day.